Hi Aquarius, welcome to your What Lies Ahead reading for April. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. This is intended to take a look at or include what is going on globally right now with Coronageddon, with your romantic situation. So this is intended to be a romantic situation, but it's also in consideration of what's going on out there for all of us, outside of our romantic situation, or in our homes and things like that. So not tone deaf here, fully including what's going on globally. Also, this may resonate as yours or your person's moon, rising, or Venus sign. Alright, Aquarius, what lies ahead for you? Lies ahead. 10 of Pentacles, I like it. 5 of Cups, good. 9 of Cups, even better. Temperance, that could be Sagittarius. Page of Wands, could be a new job. Pisces or Cancerian, this is High Priestess, and we have Knight of Pentacles, which could be Taurus. Alright, so you get the little guys here. Alright. So you got this. This is you settling in very nicely to your situation. Because even though you and your person might have to kind of hit pause because of the situation, you're still maintaining this connection here. And it's almost like the connection to them and then having to hit pause reinforces a connection with them. But also, for some of you, it might have woken you back up inside. It kind of reminded you, it was kind of like a reminder of who you are, and because things have been, dare I say, kind of dull for a while. I don't know what that means, but it's almost like this has given you a bit of a spark, and not anything too crazy, but just enough to be like, oh, okay. So I don't know if this is somebody new or if this is somebody but it feels like things were going along as a steady clip, and then it's kind of been put to the test here and had to take a breather, but you're okay with that. Because there's this reconnecting with yourself. What's this 5 of Cups here? What's this 5 of Cups for Aquarius? All is right with the world. 9 of Wands. Good for you. Good for you. Standing your ground. Not sweating the small stuff. Got bigger fish to fry. What's this 9 of Cups about? So there's that. You're just fine with the way things have turned out, both for what Ronageddon means for you, but also for this romantic situation that you've hit pause on. You're okay with that. What's this? This is Temperance about. 7 of Cups. What's this Page of Wands? Good for you. So this kind of worked out the way you wanted it to, and I think part of you are like, you can't believe your luck here, and I'm not minimizing what's going on, but for the Aquarians that I'm reading for, you're actually looking at this as like, you know what, I'm really glad that somebody had to tap out because they had too much going on, because I kind of would prefer it that way, because I'm not really up for much else because it seems like this is kind of new or something that has just recently surfaced because you were dealing with something else. And then this comes along, and as quick as it was going to start, it had to be kind of put on pause. And you're not mad about it. You are okay with that because you're not really wanting anything. You're still kind of reeling from what happened and got some boundaries that you want to set and get back to maintaining the stability in your home. So you're not mad about this being too much for someone to have going on right now for you two to have to hit pause, because you'd like that. You've got some decisions of your own that you want to make as well. So you're not, you know, you're welcoming this time to kind of take a break and think about things. You're in no hurry. Your person might be a Leo, but you're in no hurry here. Don't ask me why I said Leo. Just okay. What's this? High Priestess here. What's this High Priestess? Pisces or Cancerian. The Sun card. Yay! So whatever your connection with this person, and then trusting them and yourself enough to kind of hit pause and attend to what you need to, it's all good things, because this is like, you know what, I need to take this slow, and I need to maintain me in the process, and I need to know that everything's going to work out with or without this connection with this person. This is self-reliance here, and knowing that you are not only is everything going to be okay, but that you're going to make it okay. Like, you have the power to make everything okay and to pretty much survive or get through anything, because you've had a lot on your plate for quite a while now, and this is self-reliance and self-sufficiency. So you got this. Someone tapping out for a little bit, that's fine. You're not mad about it. You appreciate the break. If truth be told, you're like, you know, it was starting to move a little too fast for me, so I'm glad for this time out here. This is honestly what's written all over here is you going with the flow. You are totally okay with going with the flow. In fact, for the Aquarians that I'm reading for, it almost might be preferable, because that's when you're at your best, is kind of riding the wave, making decisions on the fly and adapting to change. So you're okay with that. You don't mind this taking a pause and returning to that which brings you stability. What's this Knight of Pentacles about? What's this Knight of Pentacles about for Aquarius? There's that pause, tapping out and taking a pause. All this right here. So good, because this is a return to stability, and because your base is fortified, there's this really positive, happy outlook with or without this romantic connection. So it's not that, you know, they're a jerk, or no, but whatever you had was in its beginning stages, and it was starting off at a little too fast of a clip for you, so you're okay with it starting to slow down again, or hitting pause and refocusing. Don't mind it at all. Not that you do or don't like the person, but you're just way more interested in getting that normalcy and stability back, or at least maintaining it, because once you have that, it's almost like then you can be spontaneous. Then you can be, have those serendipitous moments where it just, everything is in sync, because you've fortified your base. So this is, because things are steady and stable and reliable, you can be open to whatever comes, because this is self-reliance here, and this is a solid base that whatever happens, you're going to be just fine. So you're okay with taking a break and kind of cutting way back here. You don't mind, for the Aquarians that I'm reading for, you don't mind having to disconnect and kind of do your own thing. So money's not an issue here. For the Aquarians that I'm reading for, this is, you just preferring to attend to your solitude or doing things independently anyway. It's a choice, and you're not worried about money or um, stability. You're okay with that. For you to want to break away and attend to things is because you want to, because you're good at it and you like to do that, and you like giving that area of your life attention right now. It's not that you need to, it's that that's just your preferred focus. um, you're enjoying kind of having weathered something and just kind of keeping things tight right now. So good for you. All right. What else for Aquarius? This is it's like you're going with the flow here. Excellent. To be fair, it's not because of what's going on right now. It's not like you have much choice, right? But you're not mad about it either. Like you're kind of appreciating the forced break. What else for Aquarius? Alright, so there's the being sequestered. This you also could be in an information gathering stage, so that's why you're not mad about this being put on pause, is because you're still, this is fortifying and maintaining your base, and this is you really not focused on much else except for that. And you might be kind of doing some research, maybe talking to some friends online, but this is all about you kind of keeping sequestered but still gathering information in whatever form that is. It could be socializing online with friends. It could be researching some projects you finally, wanted to do some research on, reading up on things, that sort of thing. But this is with yourself as the focus. So nothing wrong with that. All right. What else for Aquarius? Embrace the truth. This is illusion. Possibly here, but I don't think this isn't the kind of, I think this is more intuition. This isn't really illusion. But the thing is with this, I think that's what you might be in search of here. What you might be wanting to, why you want to pull back, why you want to take it slow, is because you value connection more with yourself and making sure that you're in check and you're okay along the way than you do is like having an agenda. Like, I want this result, I want this. You're open-ended about the result. You don't care about the result. You want to make sure that you're good along the way, and you want to do your due diligence, and you want to maintain your position of strength. So you are okay with things taking time, with you doing your research, with you having to be at home. Whatever it is, the time is yours and you're okay with it. There's somebody that wants this connection with you, but you're just like, we need to hit pause here. And they're like, yeah, okay, for now. And you're like, maybe not just for now. Maybe for, it's not a focus for you. So, good. But this is self-reliance and your time being your own and healthy boundaries. So, all good things. Judgment, I like it. 9 of Swords, I drew my dot. I drew my, I don't know if you can see it, but yay, because that's how I know it's upright. So 9 of Swords and Judgment. So are you worried about a decision? No, because you're doing your research. So you're not worried about a decision, but you might be preparing for a decision, or you might be in review of a cycle ending, and you're okay with it because you're at peace and you're in information gathering mode. Because what else are you going to do while you're mainly focused at home, right? But this is not this is too positive of a reading for it to have that sort of crisis or anxiety bent to it. But it could be that you're kind of doing a deep dive and you have the luxury of time now to consider what has gone on, what was my contribution, what was this person's contribution, that sort of thing. So this is an examination of perhaps your romantic situation, all while staying home and kind of doing you and maintaining your stability and security, which, I mean, this is honestly, this is very encouraging because you're right where you want to be. And you're very, not only are you optimistic about what lies ahead, but it looks good. And you don't know what's going to happen, but you're open to it because you feel this is you feeling pretty darn solid with where you're at. So you feel like you can handle anything and you're okay with taking things as it comes. So awesome. That is great. Okay. All right. I hope this was helpful. I hope to see you in the next reading. Love and support to you this April coming up. And thank you for stopping by. You take care. Okay.